All right. Okay. So
Give people time to get in there.
okay. That's what I'm gonna
Calm
say.
down.
That's
Calm
what I'm gonna
down.
say, Coach Ron. I'm gonna let everybody get a chance to slide on in here. I'm gonna go ahead and do my introduction for everybody who don't know me. My name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports. Um, I'm
If
sorry if that didn't sound as lovable.
if you're watching this later,
If you're watching this later, if you're watching this later, make sure that you put a what in the world bow in the comments. I just want to, just make sure who's watching the show after, what I'm saying, after we go live. So, look, I'm finna tell you something. But you know what? I'm gonna let everybody come on in. I'm gonna let everybody file on in. I ain't seen nobody else's reaction. I ain't looked on Twitter. I don't know what anybody else is thinking. All I know is how everybody was feeling in the bins tonight. And I'm finna tell y'all something. The bins got deathly quiet. Whenever I don't know if y'all seen the video. I don't know if y'all seen the video that Coach Roney posted, but the bins got deathly quiet. Deathly quiet whenever we made that pick.
I think there was one guy waving the flag, the Falcons flag, very excited.
Man, I don't think that guy could hear. I think he was just celebrating. I don't think he could hear. I'm gonna let everybody come on in here. Um, Charles B, what in the world, Bo? What's going on, the kid? Say hit or miss pick. Yes, yes, yes. It definitely is. Dex, what's going on, villain, young boy? What in the world, man? So, Monte Cushington, he says, I would have liked to go D line. Look, man, there's a lot of things that a lot of people wanted tonight, but they didn't get it. So before this draft, I said, hey, a lot of people are going to be upset, and a lot of people are going to be happy with this pick. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I think a lot of people are upset, and there's just a handful of people that's happy. I keep hearing the comparisons. Everybody talks about Drake London, Kiki, do you love me? Everybody talks about Drake London. They just keep talking about how well he played basketball. He won slam dunk contest. You know,
Oh my
what is he,
gosh.
6'4", 6'5"? I don't know. He's a big guy. He can run block. In my opinion, he wasn't worth the eighth overall pick in the NFL draft. Whenever you had all of those guys out there, you had Olave, you had Garrett Wilson, um,
Yeah, Jordan Davis.
well, I'm talking about just the wide receivers.
Oh, other wide receivers.
Yeah, I
Oh.
mean, you had Jameson Williams. Like the biggest thing that I see about Drake London, and look, guys, I hope to God that I'm wrong. I hope to God that I'm wrong. What's going on now for everybody? I hope that I'm wrong. But the biggest thing that I see about Drake London, Kiki, do you? I don't know. Like I don't know why they gave me this Drake London because every time he makes a play or doesn't make a play, I'm just gonna be singing Drake songs. You know, I know you've been hurt. I showed up once tonight, Coach, by someone else. Falcons fans all hurt. How can you tell? I can tell by the way you carry yourself. If you let me, like, here's what I do. But guess what? Terry didn't. Terry Fino didn't take care of you. Like, what in the world, Bo? Oh man, Matty Ghost. Much love to you, Bo. Matty Ghost. He got the first Superman tab tonight, Coach Ron. He
Mm.
says he's the Metroff part Dwight
Oh, part deux.
part do.
That's that New Orleans French.
Oh, okay. The Metroff part do. Dun da da. That's a Superman chat. Oh, where in the world?
Oh my gosh.
Where in the world, Bo? We done went off and got doggone. We done went off and got a doggone wide receiver with the AP. And women, and check this out, guys. We didn't get the best one. We got a wide receiver, and we didn't get the best one, bro. You tell me where they do that at. Come on now. So you tell me, and I know I say this all the time. Whenever something go down, I don't like. So you mean to tell me that you had Kyle Hamilton, one of the best playmakers in this draft? Shoot, doggone it, you have Jordan Davis. You could have traded down for a Jordan. Look, everybody else was trading up, and people were trading down
Trades were
all
crazy
night long.
tonight.
Why couldn't we make a trade, Bo? What in the
Trading
world?
was crazy.
So instead of making the trade, you could have got me a piece of something. You could have got me a piece of something. I mean, I would have traded down 10, to the 10th pick, 11th pick, or something. People were making moves all night long. Do that many people not like us to not want to trade with us, bro? What in the world? Last year, Terry Fontenot said, "Yeah, I wanted to trade down, but I just couldn't find a suitable partner to trade down with." Well, come on, Bo. Was you looking? Was you looking? Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not. I'm not even mad at getting a wide receiver, but Drake London, the guy that caught 88 catches last year and just barely cracked 1,000 yards. You know why? Because he can't get it. He's not getting up the field like that. He's not that guy. And we took him eighth overall. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be a good running mate with Kyle Pitts." Like, what in the world,
You
Paul?
heard he gave them a nickname. He called them the Twin Towers.
He called himself the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
I don't care if you tall. I do not care if you tall. Oh yeah, we're the Twin Towers. Jay Leonard's not David Robinson, and he's not Tim Duncan. He ain't nowhere in the world. Come on, Bo. So I Blitz says Drake London equals Alan Lazard. Is Alan Lazard worth the first round pick? Is Alan? I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. And the Falcons aren't the only team that's responsible for this. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened tonight. All these NFL teams, they seen what happened with your boy Jamar Chase.
Mm.
They seen what happened with Jamar Chase. They seen what happened with Justin Jefferson. They think they finna get the same kind of production as these guys that these guys had in LSU last year and the year before last. But look, those guys were built different. I told Coach Ronnie for the draft, that's why she stole them from me in our fantasy league. I said,
That's
look,
not why I stole
Jamar
them.
Chase is
You aren't the
Julio
only
Jones
one watching preseason.
2.0.
All right.
I told her before the preseason, I said, Jamar
And
Chase.
he left them till like the fifth round, guys. That's why he
Okay,
only got one win last
okay,
year.
all right,
He would leave a player
all
like
right,
that on the board to the fifth round and got the
okay.
nerve to say someone stole him.
I ain't finna drop no more jewels this year. I know
Don't,
that.
don't.
All I'm telling you is that these NFL teams they get naked for wide receivers. Simple and plain. And it messed the whole draft up. It messed the whole draft up to the point where your first quarterback, Kenny Pickett, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they didn't have no choice but to take Kenny Pickett. They legit didn't have no other choice but to take Kenny Pickett. They were like, man, shoot, I mean, come on, he's from Pittsburgh. I mean, Big Low is trying to make a case for Mr. Trubisky, but do we really think Mr. Trubisky is gonna help us beat Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Justin Herbert in the AFC, Russell Wilson? Do we really think that Mitchell Trubisky is gonna do? Obviously they don't. But I'm gonna tell you something. Drake London, Bo. I'm gonna tell you something, Bo. I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm hot as a firecracker on the 5th of July right now. 1 o'clock. I'm hot. Hold on, this don't make no sense right here. This don't make no sense. I'm gonna tell you. Now, I've been first of all, I'm going to announce the fact that I will continue to support the Atlanta Falcons, and they've already got my money for my season tickets. So,
For sure.
so it's one of those cases where I can do all the talking that I want to. As a paying consumer, I can voice my frustration, and I continuously will. Now, Let's look at some of the other moves that were made in the draft tonight. Baltimore Ravens sit still. They sit still. They actually made that trade. My bad. They made that trade. Trade Hollywood away. Um, and they ended up getting Kyle Hamilton. Great playmaker for the secondary. That's what That's what the Baltimore Ravens do. They get the best players on the board, right? That's what those types of players do. Philadelphia Eagles got a legit
Yeah,
great
they
player.
they did good tonight.
Yes, they got AJ Brown. They
Yeah,
got Jordan Davis. Philadelphia Eagles, they putting together a legit squad.
yeah.
Jalen Hurts is like, this is make or break year. You're gonna have to prove it to me. Louis Castile, he said Drake London is a reach. Man, boy, that's doggone Inspector Gadget kind of reaching right there. That's Stretch Armstrong reaching right there, bo. I'm gonna tell you, this is an emergency coaching meeting. So if you know any coaches that ain't on here and you know how to get in contact with them, tell them that Big Low Country is letting off a little bit of steam tonight, boy. I'm riding back from the bins, you know, and I'm telling you, this is rough. This is rough. Cartier says, the real Drake. So the other Drake London can't be a real Drake either. Cartier said, the real Drake betted on Drake London being drafted tonight and won 380. I heard about that. So
What?
yeah, so he betted that Drake London would be the first wide receiver to come off the board, and he won $380,000.
What?
Yeah,
Where do you make those kind of bets? My goodness.
I don't know. I tell you one
Jeez.
thing, I would have lost that bet because I would not. Thank you, Atlanta Falcons, for making Drake passionate from miles away, making him $380,000 richer. Yeah, I bet whenever he placed that bet, the people in Vegas was like, "Really? You gonna bet Drake London is gonna be the number one wide receiver taker?" Thank you, Falcons. Thank you. Thank you. First of all, you got the Island Boys being our spokespeople. Now you making Drake richer. Like, come on. What in the world, bro? What in the world? Like, this is what we legit doing. If y'all can, could you keep me updated on on the rest of the draft? I'm headed back to the house. I told Coach Runner, I said, hey Coach, we need to get back home. My blood pressure running up. I need to go home, drink some apple cider vinegar. I'm telling you. I need to drink some apple cider vinegar, Coach Runner. This right here don't make any sense. This don't make any sense. What's going on, Big Mill? Coach Wallace, he says, I don't think London was a reach because he was one of the top three wide receivers in the draft this year. Man. Eric Howard said, Big Low, that was a Superman pick. Oh, man. Jamal, he said, meanwhile, we got a wide receiver at 8. Look, so I want to ask y'all. I want to ask y'all, because I know I'm here venting and voicing my frustrations. Do you think the Falcons reached with this pick tonight? If you feel like the Falcons reached, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like they made a legit move, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all think. I just want to know what y'all think. Ghost Pepper says Devin Lloyd and Foyer is paired up in Jacksonville. Ooh, wait a minute, they got Devin Lloyd? Oh my god. Oh my god. And shouts out Trayvon Walker though. First overall pick. Aiden Hudson ended up falling to the Lions. The Michigan boy gonna be playing in Detroit. How about that, man? Yeah, I seen your boy Kyle Hamilton fell. Cliff Jackson, he's chilling out with us from Facebook. He says, I'm a Falcons fan in Southern Cali, and Drake is the real deal. Watched every USC game, and I love this pick. I wanted the DN, but he's the next best pick. Now, and I definitely appreciate your comment, Mr. Cliff. Now, I do want to ask you this question right here, because this is one thing that we always say on the channel. Uh, did you leave your heart out of it? I know that you got the insider intel. Is this a legit good pick? If it is, are you leaving your heart out of it? I definitely reconsider. That's one thing about me. I always come to the situation with with an open heart, open mind. You gotta come to the situation like you go to church, Coach Rhoda, with an open mind, open heart. Oh man, that's why I asked the one too. All right, so not for everybody. He says, "Hey man, Um, he said, hey, I think this might have been a reach, Coach. Coach Wallace, Coach Wallace, he's Arthur Smith's cousin. You got it. He says, he said this is not a reach. Eric Howard says he says this is a reach. Now, Villain Young Boy and Johnson Rozier, they think that uh, this is not a reach. Was first wide receiver last season. It was the Falcons. I completely agree with you. It was the Falcons, but just drafting.
How do we measure up as far as like pass rushing?
Yeah,
Were we also the worst there?
we were worse
Oh,
in pass
okay.
rushing
All
as
right.
well.
So.
Miles said, yeah, they reached. Cliff and Malik, they said, hey man, they didn't reach on this one. Sterling and Jamal, they think that they reached. Now Cartier, he says two. Um, no, because you had no separation with them other wide outs. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you though, Coach. I don't really see too much separation in Drake's tape either. I'm not seeing too much. Jermaine Johnson thinks that they reached. JJ the Great, he's trying to be political. I think he might be running for senator or something. Because he said 1.5. When I come on, Coach, you got to give it up. Oh man. Sanchez, he says two, but we really. All right, so it looks like it's a little bit of a mixture. It looks like it's a little bit of a mixture. Okay, Lynn T, he thinks we reached. 808 says I'm all good with this pick. Congratulations, to Drake London. Passionate from miles away, passionate from things you say. I can hold you down. Not for everybody says London. He don't separate. Maybe they will scheme him open. Maybe they'll scheme him open.
How did Arthur Smith do with scheming people open last year?
Scheme him open. Receiver as many times as Arthur Smith alluded to the wide receivers not getting separation last year. Like a coach doesn't openly call players out like that and nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here legit like, okay, I think he would take a wide receiver. I was hoping we would wait till the second. I was thinking it was gonna be one of those cases where they say, okay, well, no, let's wait till the second and let's go for George Pickens or somebody like that. But apparently, Archie Smith has a big problem with this wide receiver room. I'm gonna tell you what it is, guys. I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. I'm gonna be so transparent. I'm gonna be like a piece of glass with y'all right now. And a lot of people might not want to hear this, especially Coach Walter Smith, since Arthur Smith is his cousin. Arthur Smith trying to save his job, Bo. I'm just gonna tell you, Arthur Smith, he couldn't coach these guys up last year. The offense looked very pedestrian last year. Moving forward, Arthur Smith, he took a wide receiver and yes, we wasn't getting to the quarterback. We could start to run a little bit better, but we wasn't getting to the quarterback. He took a wide receiver in that first round because Arthur Smith he's in the business of self-preservation right now. He's trying to save his job. He trying to save his job. That's what he trying to do, Coach Ronnie. I mean, I'm just being completely honest with you. I'm just being completely fine. Cartier, he says London has fallen in that. Like, okay, all right, Cartier, yeah, I hear you. Ramsey Ward says, hey, Big Low, Terry Fontenot strikes and give 00504. That's his name. I gotta give him a name. JJ the Great says, okay. Packers took Devontae Wyatt. Boy, Packers took Devontae Wyatt. All these good defensive linemen just coming off the board. Just coming off the board, boy. What in the world, boy? This right here don't make any sense. Jamal says, I agree with you, Lo. Monte Cushing says, my boy Monte just went to the Packers. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for keeping me updated. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Iggy Flint says, just another Falcons draft. LOL.
No,
See,
that's the sad part.
I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I started working early today. You know, I make my own schedule. I started working early today. I told everybody like, look, y'all, I gotta go down here to the men's. You know, we finna change the course of the franchise tonight. Tonight it's going down like there's a whale in the boat. Man, I was all ready, boy. I was walking around the house hitting that gritty all day long. Coach Rose said, boy, you better sit down. You got a bad hip. You know your hip been acting up on you. I said, no, I've been stretching. I stretched yesterday so I could hit that gritty all day today. Hit that gritty. Then I get to the bins, you chop it up with a lot of the coaches. Shouts out to all the coaches there. Shouts out to Coach Padre, Coach Tyler Russell, Coach Christine, Coach Derek. Shouts out to everybody that came out to chill out with us. Of course, the beautiful Coach Ronnie was there, you know. But I said, oh man, we finna have some fun tonight, boy. Woo, we finna be getting down. Then I'm sitting there eating my pizza. After I waited in line for 45 minutes, the Atlanta Falcons, y'all need to do something about that. That don't make no sense. I shouldn't have been waiting in line that long. Anyway, after I eat my pizza, you know, sitting there, hey, the Atlanta Falcons are on the clock. I said, oh man, there's so many options. We ain't finna trade down. What's gonna happen? Oh my good googly goo. Next thing you know, Drake London. Oh, so I look around at everybody else's reaction because I don't want to be the negative Nancy. I look around like, what's going on? Okay, what all y'all thinking? Everybody like, no, but check this out though,
So
guys.
quiet, so quiet
So
in there.
quiet, so quiet. You think somebody got shot? But check this out. TJ Shackley, TJ Shackley. So they got a stage in the middle of the field. TJ Shackley gets on the stage. Says, all right, so Atlanta Falcons fans, how do y'all feel about the first round pick? Everybody starts booing.
He's like, oh, oh, oh,
He was
okay. I
like,
guess y'all
oh,
didn't like that.
I guess y'all didn't like that pick. Everybody booed, y'all. Everybody booed. I was like, man, I might need to find an exit before they riot tonight. It wasn't that bad. But I'm gonna tell y'all, for this to be my first time going to a draft party in a Mercedes-Benz Stadium, this was so anticlimactic.
It was.
This was so anticlimactic. So it's one of those things. Cliff said second round we're going defense, defense, and more defense. Man,
I don't know.
we're gonna have to do something. Jay
I don't
Tuff
know.
says, "Good evening, fam. What's going on? What's going on, my brother?" Um, Blitz says we could have even given up the eighth pick for AJ Brown, and I would have been okay with that. Man, Cartier Thompson says Drake London jerseys already printed.
They're not gonna be flying off the shelf. I can assure you, after
I mean,
tonight,
after the night,
they
I'm
are
gonna tell
not
you,
flying off the
they
shelf.
ain't gonna be flying out the shells after the night, bro. Like it was a
Go watch the videos.
go watch the video.
Oh, it was
That's all I can
bad.
tell you. We just put the video up about an hour ago, hour 30 minutes ago. Go watch the video on the channel. Whenever we made that pick, Coach Roney had the camera on record. Coach Roney, the best camera person ever, best camera lady ever. They made that pick. No, like a couple people cheered just because they made a pick,
Yeah.
but it was there was no jubilation. There was no
No, it wasn't.
like there was no celebration. And it's like for the rest of the night, everybody was just walking around
Everybody was
like,
quiet.
oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
you know, nobody left. Nobody's leaving the Mercedes-Benz Stadium with much hope tonight. I put it to you. I mean, some people are. Like I said, I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I'm hoping that I'm wrong. But some people, a vast majority of the fans did not feel positively about this pick. A vast majority of the fans did. Iggy Flint said 00504. Find out we'll be back in New Orleans the next year or two. Everybody booed in the bid. Okay, okay. Iggy was there. Everybody booed in the bid. That's the name. 00504 until you prove me different, bro. I'm telling you, I can't. I don't know what to say. I'm legit. I'm legit confused about the course of action that we took in this situation. You said you were finna get you something to eat, Coach Ron?
No, go back to
Oh,
sleep.
okay, okay. I was feeling kind of lunchy.
Maybe get some after you finish.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Well, yeah, man. Yeah. Cartier says, I'm not paying $150 for a Drake jersey.
You need some likes. Need some likes.
Coach Ron said, make sure that you hit that like button. If you did not like the London Drake pick, I'm sorry, the Drake London pick, hit the like button. If you did like the Drake London pick, hit that like button. I think we could all agree that uh, the end result either way is, the goal is for you to hit that like button. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. And if this is your first time chilling out with us, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Definitely. JJ says, I hope London balls out for us. I want him to feel welcomed in Atlanta. And I hope he balls out for us too. I want him to feel welcomed in Atlanta as well. Because one thing that we have to realize, guys, is that even though a lot of us weren't happy with this pick, right now he's an Atlanta Falcon, right? Right now he's an Atlanta Falcon, so we got to make sure that we show our Southern hospitality and hope for the best for him. A lot of people say he's a Mike Evans 2.0. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not that big of a fan of Mike Evans. I mean, he's a great wide receiver. If I was building a team myself, he wouldn't be on my list, to be honest with you. But I know that the main reason why Arthur Smith took um, Drake London, and the reason why he took him is because he likes the big body wide receivers who could run block. That's Arthur Smith's biggest thing for a wide receiver. That's one of the reasons why Corey Davis didn't do that successful in Tennessee because he's not that big of a guy. But he likes those big guys that can run block, and he wants those guys that can catch those contested passes. And I mean, one thing that I can say about Drake London is he catches those contested passes very well. Wow, George Karlaftis went to the Chiefs. The Chiefs are trying to put some defense together over there. They got McDuffie and they got George Karlaftis. Wow, that's legit right there. Coach Wallace says, Coach Lowe, remember that you was upset with that AJ Terrell pick, and I was. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was upset about it. That's the difference between me and a lot of content creators. I will definitely eat crow. I will own it. I own it so much, bro. I pay taxes on it for you. I wasn't happy with AJ Terrell pick. I felt like I wanted a pass rush then. We got him, and he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. So I mean, I can't even knock it. So that's why I say, Coach Wallace, that I'm hoping for the best with Drake London, the same way that I hope for the best with AJ Terrell, and thank goodness that hope came true. But moving forward, I'm really hoping uh, for the best for Drake London and the Atlanta Falcons altogether. Terrell with a $5 Superman chat. He says, the draft ain't over yet, though, Coach. Um, if it's Medicare after Sunday, I'm sorry, Medicare, what in the world? Mediocre after Sunday.
Oh,
we,
Medicare.
he says, we're going to tag team the Ben. Hey, hey, boy. Okay, 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 okay. He put, I meant mediocre. Okay, I've been saying, wait a minute.
No.
That look like Medicare. Oh man. Well, I tell you what, Travell, you can tag me in and I give him a flying elbow drop off the top rope. And I appreciate that, man. That's that dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man. JJ says the Chiefs, Giants, Jets, and Ravens had amazing drafts. Yes, they have.
Mm.
Yes, they have. Don't forget about the Eagles.
Eagles.
Eagles had a
Yeah.
legit draft.
Yeah.
They had a legit draft now. Iggy Flint says you want to see Travis Jones in the second. You know, some people think Travis Jones is better than a Jordan Davis. You know, so that could be legit. You know, we just want we're just trying to figure out a way where we can win at the line of scrimmage. Um, we've tried getting the ends, the pass rushers, multiple times. As a matter of fact, Coach Wallace alluded to this last night. We tried getting those pass rushers, and it didn't work. It didn't work. You know, so a lot of people were thinking, okay, well, we could get that guy in the middle. So whenever those pass rushers come, a lot of times they'll face double. I mean, they'll just face the single that single guy, and many times they'll just have to focus on that outside shoulder because many times if that nose tackle, if he's just that guy that's penetrating, it'll be one of those cases where that end, that pass rusher, he's just focused on one shoulder and go. You know, you don't even have to worry about stunting. You just go ahead and get up the field. And many times, if you work your weight in salt, you can win those battles, right? Um, so that's one of those things. Murgod says, Coach, uh, I hope we got the draft uh, that play that. Wait a minute. I hope we got the Drake that plays football and not sings.
Or the Drake that plays basketball.
Or the Drake that plays. That's all everybody's telling me.
Yes.
Everybody's like, oh man, he's a great basketball player.
What?
Ghost Pepper says, if David the Jumbo falls to us, we got to draft him, Bo. You seen the mock draft? That's who I took. That's who I took. R. Smith says, what's good, Big Low? I'm so disappointed. That was a TD, aka Smithers type of pick.
Hmm.
No hate at Drake, but we better make defensive moves tomorrow. Boy, you ain't never lied, boy. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied, boy. Coach Water says, and Coach Lowe, you hit right on the head why we drafted Drake London. Yeah, yeah, he's a great run blocker. He's that guy. He's gonna block well for you. I just feel like we kind of panicked, you know, in taking that wide receiver in the first round. Murgod says, man, I just feel like we had a real opportunity to work on this defense. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. It's one of those cases where, think about this. We, at the end of the season, we said, okay, we got the eighth pick overall. Everybody's thinking, oh man, we could do something special with that eighth pick. Somebody very special could fall to us, and this is the decision that we made, man. I'm legit like trying to figure out, how I want to feel about this. I'm and like I said before, it's like, no disrespect to Drake London. I'm hoping for the best for him, but we left a lot of great players on the board um today. So it's I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Eric Howard says 0050 in the building.
I don't know what to say. Yeah.
00504, boy. Cartier says Marietta at quarterback.
Marietta.
We going suburbs.
You go to the suburbs.
Marcus Marietta at quarterback. Oh man. Travell says Smith wanted his AJ Brown. The thing is though, coach, you're not going to have AJ Brown on this offense without a Derrick Henry. Somebody said earlier, they said, well, think about it. Maybe they could scheme this guy open I'm just gonna be completely honest with y'all, man. As far as what I see right now, Arthur Smith is not the guy to to scheme scheme these guys open. They they're just gonna have to win, and that was the issue that we had last year. They weren't winning matchups, and anytime a coach says, "Hey, like these guys just need to get open," I mean that's tough. We finna head on in, Coach Ron.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I need to go ahead and boy, boy, man. I tell you what, man. We gon' we're gonna chop it up tomorrow more in depth. I know it's late. It's 11:30. I know that y'all need to get ready to finish up your last day at work or school or whatever. We gon' we gonna legit chop it up, man. In the meantime, I need y'all to stay safe. Please don't do anything that I would do, and we gonna link up, man. All I gotta say is, what in the world, bro? What in the world? All right, man. Y'all take it easy.